Hi, in today's video I'm going to show you a quick little card using the Boho Indigo. This is a product medley which consists of stamps, dies, double-sided designer series paper, die cuts and embellishments. It's a beautiful complete kit and would be suitable for an absolute beginner. So the supplies I'm using today are a piece of Night of Navy A4 card which I've cut in half and scored and folded in half. I've got a piece of Whisper White cardstock which is going to go inside, and this measures 5 5/8 by 3 7/8. And then I've got a piece of the designer series paper which has been cut at the exact same size, and that's going to go on the front. In addition to that, I've got another piece of Night of Navy which measures 5 1/2 by 2, and I've got a piece of the embossed cardstock which I'm showing you here, and this has been cut at 1 3/4 inches by 4 3/4 inches. Then I've die cut some of the shapes from the dies that come within the kit. I've already stamped one of the vases and a couple of the flowers and die cut those out, and that was using Night of Navy. So now it's just going to be a case of bringing in the white piece of card that's going to go inside. I've got my Night of Navy ink, and I've got 2 stamps already loaded up onto some blocks, and I'm just going to decorate the inside piece of this card, and then I'll show you the 2 stamps that I've used in a few minutes. So I'm just stamping in the bottom right hand corner with one of the vases, and then I'm going to bring in one of the leaves that's also in the stamp set and just stamp that on the top of the vase, just simply in Night of Navy, so that when the card is opened there's a little bit of decoration inside as well. So this is how the inside is looking so far. And the 2 stamps that I've used are the vase here in the bottom left and the leaves next to it. So I'm just going to apply some of our new seal adhesive, which is our dry adhesive tape runner, and this is going to go on the back of the piece of white, and then this piece of white is going to get matted on the inside of my base card. So I'm just going to sit it centrally. I've cut this about 1/4 inch all the way around, smaller than the actual base, so that when you open this up, this is what you're going to see. So I'm going to bring in the 2 smaller strips, and this has got a 1/2 inch score line on the top. So this measures 5 1/2, scored at 1/2 inch. I'm just going to apply some adhesive again on the 1/2 inch strip, and then this is going to be stuck onto the front of the card before the designer series paper goes on. So I'm just going to fold over the 1/2 inch flap, centralise this piece to the centre of the base of the card, and then I'm just going to stick it down, just making sure that it's straight, and then just going to give it a burnish down. The piece of very vanilla embossed card, which is also included in the set, is now going to get stuck onto the front of this flap, just for a little bit of added decoration. And then I'm just going to bring in the designer series paper and stick this on the front of the card, and this just hides the flap where it's been stuck down to the base card. Okay, so that's how that's looking so far. So now I'm going to bring in some of the stamped images that I've already cut out with the dies that are included in the medley, just to save some time. I'm going to put the vase on the front of this flap, and I'm going to pop it up with a dimensional. Now I'm only putting the dimensional down near the middle or towards the bottom, because I want to tuck the die cut leaves in behind, and that just gives me a little space to put the stalks in. So I think I'm going to start with this one. I'm going to apply a little bit of wet glue for this, because it just gives me a little bit of wiggle room to position it. And then I'm going to pop that one in kind of fairly centrally and just stick it down. And then I'm going to bring in the other 2 die cut leaves which are also included in this kit. And I'm not sure how well you can see this, but they are actually embossed as well as die cut. And then I'm going to do the same thing, apply a little bit of glue to the bottom of each of these set of leaves and tuck these in behind the vase. So now they're in place, I'm going to again use some dimensionals. I'm just going to put one of our regular size dimensionals in the middle of this set of 3 flowers, and I'm just going to position this one just at the bottom of the leaves and where the top of the vase is. And then with the other one, I'm thinking I might put it at the bottom of the card, and that way it can act as a little hinge for the flap if you don't like the flap flapping around, so to speak, or you could leave it off, it doesn't really matter. So I'm just positioning a dimensional on one end of this set of 3 and positioning it so that the section of the flowers that's not got the dimensional is just going to go over the flap, and that way it'll hold the flap down and it just adds a little bit more decoration to the front of the card. And that's it really, all simple and done. When you open it up, it's decorated inside. You could put a greeting or something under the flap if you wanted to. You can leave the flap, or you can use the flowers at the bottom and tuck it in. So that's today's project using the Boho Medley product suite that's available in my Stampin' Up shop. Just a quick zoom in so that hopefully you can see it a bit better. If you do wish to buy any of the products, if you visit my website www.applelover53.co.uk, click on the Stampin' Up tab, that'll take you straight to the shop. As I say, you can put a greeting under there if you wanted to, and you can purchase any of these products I've used today. I hope you liked the video. Please give it a thumbs up and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.